Hi everyone and welcome to R1S Academy. My name is Dr. Gary Cohen and I am working with the crew at semanticmastery.com, and we're pretty proud to present this new information for the world of SEO. I think it's pretty groundbreaking stuff and revolutionary, so let's just jump straight into it and help you start ranking your shit, which is what RYS actually stands for. So the first thing you need to do is get a Google Drive account. So if you have a Gmail account, you are set to go, but let me just set this up as if I didn't have a Gmail account. So I'm going to go across to gmail.com, and once I'm in gmail.com, I'm actually going to go to create an account, and I'm going to fill out all the information here on the right hand side of the bar, fill in mobile number, all this stuff. So basically create a persona, either a person or a brand, whatever you want to do. And once I've verified this, I'll be logging back in, so I'll see you in a bit. So on the screen now you can see I just filled out all the information that was required on the right hand side of the bar, and it's just taking me straight to this page. Sometimes you have to do phone verification. This time I didn't, so I might need to do it further along the line at some stage, but here I am, and now I'm just going to go straight to continue to Gmail. Right, so that's loading up. So, I'm Happy Gilmore, nice to meet you. Great. So, I don't need all that stuff. So, now that we're in this section over here, let me go to making my Drive account. So, I'm going to come up here in my Gmail now and see where it says Google Apps. I'm going to click that. And you can see there's a whole bunch of stuff that Google gives you. More people will probably know about all this stuff here. But the most important one we actually want is here, Google Drive. So that triangle, you'll get to know that triangle pretty well. So that once I click that, it's taking me over to Google Drive. There we go. I have a Google Drive account. So the Google Drive accounts, they give you 15 gigs free storage. So think of it like Dropbox or any other cloud storage service. You can store anything that you want in their service. So you get up to 15 gigs there. So I'm going to just show you, it tells you everything about it if you want to go through that. But let's close that down. Right, so this file here just comes with every single Google Drive account that you create. You don't need to read it unless you really want to, but what I'm going to teach you is the stuff that you actually really want to know. So great, that's us. We've just created a Google Drive account. You'll be able to see your storage down here. Just gives you a little bit more information. If you ever really need to, for whatever reason, you can actually buy more storage with them through Google. Right, we'll move on to the next step. Welcome to video 2 of RYS Academy with Dr. Gary Cohen and semanticmastery.com. So now I want to teach you about how to create folders to start with. So if you want, you are welcome to delete this actual file. If it's the PDF, what I'm going to do is right click, go down to remove. That's one way to delete files. If you want, you can also just drag and drop straight into trash. Great, there you go, it's gone. Now, next thing I'm going to do is hover over here on the left hand side over the red new button. So you can click that, one click, and I'm going to go to folder. So what I suggest you do here is have two different folders. So one is going to be called private. So type in private, click create, and there you go, you have a private folder. Next one now, I'm going to click new again, folder, and this time I'm going to have one called public. Create. There you go. So we have two folders, private and public. So public will be the one where you will be sharing things for anyone to view online. So that's also where you want the crawlers to be going. Private might be any information that you don't want people viewing in your Google Drive account. So that one there I won't set to sharing, this one I'll set to sharing, and I'll show you that in the next video. Welcome to video 3 of RYS Academy with Dr. Gary Cohen and semanticmastery.com. In this video you're going to learn how to change the settings on your folders. So we have the private and we have the public folder. There's a few ways to do this. It's whatever preference you have. First way is you can one click onto the folder. You see it will turn blue. I'm now right clicking over the folder and you get a whole bunch of options, and you can either go to get link or share. The share button here has a little man with a plus sign next to it. So that's one way to change the folder. I'm going to highlight the folder again. The second way is if you click over get link. If I click get link, that would be the link to that specific folder, which is currently private. I could then click down to share settings. That would be another way to get to the settings I'm about to show you. Or I'm going to go to the little man with the plus sign to share public. I'm going to click that, and you can currently see that I can get a shareable link. So if I clicked get a shareable link, that would be again the link to the folder. That's not what I need right now. What I need to do is go down to the bottom right hand side corner and click advanced. Once I've clicked advanced, you can see here's the shareable link again to the folder. You could social share if you ever wanted to in the future, and this is what we need to change. So currently this folder, anyone who has the link can view. I'm going to click change. Normally it will be on off specific people, so that's just me. You can also then do on when you share the link, or you can do on public on the web. That's the one that you want to be doing. So change your public folder to on public on the web. Once you've done that, you click save. There you go, public on the web. Anyone on the internet can find and view. So that means anyone with this link now will be able to go through the contents of that folder, and that's exactly what you want the crawlers to be doing too. I also just like to check this box down here to say prevent editors from changing, access and adding new people. Just a little extra security feature, and you can then click save changes, and there you go, it's done. I can click done, and now what you'll see the difference is that the private folder is just an image of a folder. The public folder has a little man in there, so that shows you that it's public. I'm going to show you a different view, a list view, and again you can see that it's public. I can right click over that, click view details, and it tells me again anyone can view. I'm going to close that down. So there you go, that's how you make a public or private folder. If you ever needed to change the settings on the folder, say you wanted to close the folder down, or you weren't happy with something with the folder or even the files in the future, what you can do again is just the same procedure, either right click, go to there, or go to share public. I'm just going to go to share. I can go back to advanced, and I can go to change, and I can just turn it off, click save, and you'll see instantly it becomes a private folder again, so only I can view the contents of that folder. But let me go back again, I'll make it public, share, advanced, change, on, public on the web, click save, click done, and you'll see that it should come back with the man. Let me just see what maybe it's a little bit slow to load. There we go, yeah. So now it has loaded. There you can see public folder. Right, we're all done with that step. See you at the next video. This is video 4 of RYS Academy with Dr. Gary Cohen and SemanticMastery.com. Now I want to show you the difference between viewing the private and public folders. So if I do the link here, so I'm going to one click on the public folder, right click, get link. I'm now going to copy that whole link, and you'll see here I'm actually logged into Google in this tab as my persona, and in this one I'm not logged in as my persona, so I can copy and just paste. So this is now the URL to the public facing folder, so this means that this person will be able to view it. But if I took, so let me actually just show you, I'm going to click on that and it will just show me an empty folder. So in Google Drive, public empty folder, because that's what I named it. Now if I happen to go back, and I get the link for this one, so I'm going to click get link, again, copy. I'm going to go back to here, and I'm going to paste that link now, and let's see what happens. There you go. So this shows now that this private folder will just try force me to log into Google. So it shows that it's private, and it doesn't mean I can, and it means that I won't be able to actually view any of the contents in that private folder. Whereas if I paste it in my persona, then you'll see I can view the private empty folder, but someone who I haven't invited into the folder cannot view the folder. So now I just want to also prove to you how quickly you can make a public-facing document or folder private. I'm just going to go back here to my public folder. I'm going to get the link, copy. I'm going to go back to here where you'll be able to see I can log in. What I'm going to go do now is just change these settings like I showed you earlier. Advanced, change, off, save, done. And I'll just wait for it to upload to the servers with Google, and we should see that that folder will change. There you go. That's now become a public, the public folder has become viewable only by myself. So if I come back here again and I click enter, instantly that folder is now no longer viewable by anyone. So I just wanted to show you, if you were needing to, for whatever reason in the future, it can just be an on and off switch to your files or folders within Google Drive if you need to. This is video 5 of R1S Academy with Dr. Gary Cohen and SemanticMastery.com. Now we are going to progress further into the course where I'm going to go into the public folder. So I double clicked on it and I want to create our first type of file. So I'm going to click on the red new button and I'm going to go to Google Docs, otherwise known as GDoc. So I'm going to click on Google Docs. So what it's telling me here, create in a shared folder. The created item will have the same sharing permissions as the selected folder. So since this public folder, I've said that anyone on the web can view, it means that any documents I create within this will have the same security sharing permissions. So that's what I'm happy with. I'm going to click OK. Waiting for the Google Doc to load, and here it is. So this is just like a Word document. So if you're used to Microsoft Office, then you should be okay with Google's version of Word. And I just wanted to show you that this is the first type of file that you can index and rank within Google. And what you want to be doing here is, let me just show you. I'm going to click on the name of the file. So this will be the file name. Click. It's going to pop up there. So I'm going to go example GDoc file. Click OK. So that's now the name of my file. See here. And what I can then do is just leave it, because as you can see, all changes saved in Drive. So that's the beauty with this, is as I've done stuff, it's automatically saving it up to the cloud. So that is my Google Doc already saved in my public folder. So if I go back to my public folder, I haven't closed this yet, and I haven't had to click save anywhere. I literally went back, and as you can see, there it is, all saved, ready to go. And it's got the public settings. So just to show you again, I go to share, I go down to advanced, public on the web, anyone on the internet can view and find. Click change. You can see that's because of it was already in this folder. Again, if you want for this specific file now, I can have extra security settings if you wish. So prevent editors, disable options to download, print, or copy from content or viewers. You don't have to do this stuff right now, but if you want to, you could do this per file that you upload and per folder that you create. So just keeping with what I did before, or you can just turn it off. It doesn't matter really. Again, you can play with it. But now the beauty with this is that you can also upload other types of files to this. So if I go back to my Gdoc, what you're going to see here is that I can click File, and now you go down to Download As, and you can see you can put both doc files and .x files. So, but Google lets you save this particular file now specifically for Microsoft Word, Open Documents, in rich text format, PDF, plain text, and a web page. So it will save it as .html. And I just want to show you what happens. So what I did was just earlier create an example for you. So I'm going to open these up, and I can just actually highlight all of these. And this is another great feature about Google Drive. I let you just drag, and what you should see there is I can drop them in. So just to show you a little bit better, it says incoming, drop your files to instantly upload them to Drive. So drag, drop, and you'll see that they are all uploading. There you go. Done. Everything's all uploaded. I could get the individual links if I wanted to each file that I just uploaded. And I now have all my different formats of this. So that's actually a .docx file. That's a .odt file. Sorry, it ended up doing two of them. A PDF, plain text, and rich text files. And if I happen to open up, say, the Word, let's see what happens. Yep, that's the Word document. Let's open Office, open document. That's the PDF. So as you can see, loads of different options here. You can play around with whatever you're comfortable with or whatever you've created in any format. So the beauty with this means that if you have already got some Microsoft Office files, you can then just drag and drop them straight into Google Drive without having to go through this process of clicking new and creating a new doc. Literally just drag, drop, and it's uploaded instantly for you and it's ready to go. Welcome to video 6 of R1S Academy with Dr. Gary Cohen and SemanticMastery.com. I just wanted to show you, earlier I uploaded all these docs, but I made a little mistake where I uploaded something where I didn't want to, so I just wanted to show you how you can delete that. So I'm going to one click on it, so then it makes it blue, and then I can right click and go down to remove. If I do that, that's how I delete it, or again I can drag it across and drop into trash. So it says removed one file, one removed file is still accessible by collaborators. So you'll just see here, if I click on my trash, there you go, that's the one I just deleted, and that PDF I deleted earlier. So that's just another way to show you that you can actually remove things from your folders. But if you've made a mistake and you want to ever pull them back, you can. So again, I can just restore or delete forever. So it gives you a failback if you feel like you want to get rid of something and then maybe later on you think, well, maybe you didn't. So I just wanted to show you that quick one. This is video 7 of R1S Academy with Dr. Gary Cohen and SemanticMastery.com. In this video, I want to show you how to do something called OCR in Google Drive. If you don't know what OCR stands for, here is the official support page from Google. It's called Optical Character Recognition. So Optical Character Recognition, or OCR, lets you convert things like images and PDFs into readable Word docs. So this means that, say you had a PDF you've already got from somewhere, or you've got old PDFs of articles, or clients give you PDFs, written PDFs. So instead of having to type those out again, you can use this service, free, called optical character recognition to convert the PDF into a Word doc file. And again, you can read more about it on the official Drive help page here. So it just tells you that you've got certain file extensions in the images that can be converted and multi-page PDFs, and that gives you some more information about the resolution. Something to know though, it's limited to 2 meg in size file uploads, so your PDF can't be bigger than 2 megabytes. And that also only the first 10 pages will be searched for text to extract. So that's important to know. So you don't want to upload a massive PDF that's more than 10, because only the first 10 will be converted into text. Now let me show you some working examples. So I'm going to go back to my Drive folder, and I will be uploading some examples here. So I'm going to go over here. So I want to upload a sample PDF, and I want to upload a sample JPEG, which is not great, and a sample PNG, but this one's a good one. So I'll show you what I mean by this. So I'm going to go take these 3 and just drag, drop, and there you go. So now they're in. All 3 have been uploaded to my Drive account. Brilliant. So let's start with the PDF. What you have to do, 1 click, it's highlighted, right click, go over to Open With, click Google Docs. And it's currently being converted with OCR. And we will see the results. So here we go. So what's happened is the file name is just the exact name of the PDF that I converted. What Google does is it gives you an image, so it's just done a screen capture of the PDF for me, which I'll show you now. So that there is this PDF. I'm going to open up for you. Here you go. So that's the original. Close that, and this is the screenshot that it does. So that's an image, which you can do different things to if you wish, like create hyperlinks within that, but this is actual text that it's ripped out of the PDF. So there you go. That's Google Drive doing OCR on a PDF, so it's just taking all that text out of the PDF and gave you an image. So that's one way of converting PDFs into docs. Now let me show you some more examples. So I'm going to show you this JPEG, which to start with looks okay. Big massive writing, you think brilliant, okay, it might not be too bad. 1 click to highlight, right click, go to Open With, Google Docs. Currently being converted, and we'll see the results. And here we go. So done it again, gives you the image of the image, and it's just named the file name exactly as what the image was, and we go down, but here's the problem. You can't read that text in that image. So the problem here might be the font type of the text that might be in an image, or the background contrast, so that it's hard for the machine to try read with all this happening in the background. So that's an example of something that doesn't work. There are my 2 samples, the original image, the JPEG, and the Word doc of the JPEG. Now let's go to this one. So let me just show you. I'm going to open up. So that's a PNG. It's an image with white background, simple text, pretty easy. And I'm going to do the same thing. 1 click to highlight, right click to open with Google Docs. And it's currently being converted through OCR. And we'll see the results now. Great. So here we go. That's my image of the image. And as you can see, here is the text that's been taken out of that. So Adobe, the Adobe logo Acrobat, Adobe, the Adobe logo Acrobat. So pretty good on form there. Might be a couple of things like Extreme FrameMaker. There wasn't a gap here. Google OCR put a gap in there. Trademarks, all trademarks. So that might be some errors there, but what you'll find is you might end up needing to clean up some of the text, because it's not a perfect service, but it can be pretty decent, and it can be a major time saver if you had a need to do this. If you had images that contained a lot of text that you quickly wanted to convert into words for whatever reason, or if you wanted to get another form of an image, I'm guessing, but I think particularly with the PDFs, if you have documents that are in PDF format, so written words, you can instantly create articles from those PDFs in another format, which will be useful for you. So I just wanted to show you the OCR service from Google Drive and how to do that. So again, you just need to upload the recommended file formats, highlight it, right-click it, go to Open With, and Google Docs will do the magic for you. Video 8 of RYS Academy with Dr. Gary Cohen and SemanticMastery.com. In this video, I want to talk a little bit about how to start optimizing your Google Doc files. So let's start here. So I've got let's go back to this one, an example, and I will open up. So what you can see here, it says example gdoc file. So that's the file name. And if I open that up, then you will see that that's exactly that name there. So at any stage you could change that to whatever you want. Click OK, and what you'll notice now is I'll come back here and it's instantly updated. Example gdoc file to whatever you want. So to change the file name, that's what you want to be doing there. And the reason I say this is number one where you want to start, because that will be your meta title in the SERP results. So that file name is really important there, and that there should be your exact keyword. So in here I would be doing exact keyword. Keyword goes here. Meta title. Great. So then what you want to be doing then after you've done that, so that's basically saying I'm trying to target this phrase or keyword, and I'm putting it in there, and then you just do your normal filling out here. So imagine you could just copy paste articles in here. That's loads of long tail keywords, exact match keywords. Just fill it all out over here. So you want to just be writing your text. So write an article, and I'd also suggest even sprucing things up. So go into here and start going just like a normal Word document. Add an image. So here you can actually upload an image from your computer, drag and drop in there, or click and try find one. You can take a snapshot. So you've got an option there. I don't have a plugin installed for this right now. You can actually go directly to your URL. So that's a way of taking images from other people's websites if you've got the exact URL. You've got your albums, which is Google Photos, and then your own drive. So like if I click to my drive, I went into public, and there are my images that I had earlier to show you. So I could just click that guy, select, and embed that image into my Google Drive, my Google Drive doc, so my gdoc. There we go, spruce that up a little bit. You've got tons of options really. I mean, if you're into all this stuff, I mean, go for it. Tables, drawings, equations. You could make this a massively good looking article. If you wanted to, you can add a whole bunch of other stuff, but another thing I would suggest here is adding a link. So let's say here I'm going to paste the link, so like HTTP. The nice thing with this is it actually gives you a search engine. So let's say I wanted to add a certain link there. So I want to make it Wikipedia, or let's say cliff jumping. What comes up? Yeah, gives me a couple more. You can do some more searches. Here we go. So I just clicked more. I can start embedding YouTube's site preview. You can go wild with this, yeah. So yeah, and even start doing other stuff. But let me just say, oh, sorry, I want to watch it. I want to insert that link, and maybe I'll cite it also. There you go. So just did that all automatically for me. Yeah, and so you want to be doing that. That's one way to start optimizing your Google Doc. Clean it all up, and then another point that I definitely want to get into here. So again, the beauty with this, it's all changed automatically for me. So if I just came out, that file has already been updated for me. And now what I want to do to show you that's another really important point is to click on that file. There you go, see there's the updated preview image for me. And a couple of ways again to do this. You can either click there to highlight that file, go across over here to the eye on the top right, view details. And it's giving me the activity of what's been going on with all the revisions. And this is the important part here where you click the tab details. So now over here it gives you a little bit more information, and that there is really important. Add description. So let me show you this. So I'm not going to actually do anything right now. What I'll do is I'll show you the source code, what will happen with this. Let me just organize a few. Hang on. So now I just want to show you why I say it's so important to take this little bit step further. So I would say, well, I mean, there's no SEOs doing this right now, so people don't think of doing this, but this is a massive point to really boost your SEO with doing this step here. So what I mean is go down to, let me just show you, sorry, I'm going to go, what I did was one click, go across to the eye, and go down to description, but I just want to show you another way. You can one click and to highlight, right click and do the same thing with view details. So it pops up the same one. Now what I did here was I left it blank just to show you what exactly happens. I then got the link for this file. Here it is. And then you'll see now if I go into the page info, here we go. You see that the title that's in the source code is my file name, which is up there. That's the title there. And it's nothing else. It's got a little bit of description in there. But now, let me show you what happens if you do this. So I'm going to go back to over here. So what I did was go down and I clicked the pencil to let me start writing text in here. You can open that up and get more space to read what you're doing. So fill this section out for sure. Right, and then I just click enter and it's saved. What I'm going to do now is just refresh this, and there we go. So I'm just trying to get the page info now. Right. follow through with me. It's got description, it's open graph, right, just going to the page source, just going to search for it, fill. As you can see, there's the title or the content. Right. Let me just make sure I've done this all properly. Monkeys. Ding dong. Let's see what happens. Right. So that's all saved. Go back to the file, refresh. Right. Okay. So you'll see here, I haven't written Happy Monkeys Ding Dong in the actual file. So what I'm looking for is that it's actually in the source code and not in the visible file. So that's why I'm trying to show you why the importance is to fill out the description area. Alright, sorry, my computer's going a little bit slow on this. I've got too much stuff open. Okay, go back to page source. Let's see if I can find more Happy Monkeys. Okay, it's not going to work, but it's my mistake there. So just going back to it again, I went there to the doc and I just filled it up again. I just added a couple of more sentences. Happy Monkeys Ding Dong 6p. So that's in the description area. That's not actually here in the doc. And if I go over to the doc now, what I'll notice is that if I go to the page info, there's my Happy Monkeys now built into the open graph description. So it's just another way of getting very related text and keywords into your Google Doc without actually having it here in the body of the actual front-facing doc. So you can actually hide keywords into the source code of your doc, and that would be used for searching for related keywords later on. So it's a very important place that I would take that extra little bit of trouble just to fill that out there. And that section, yeah, you can go wild in it. The number of characters, I don't think I could max it out actually. I think I put about 10,000 words maybe, if I remember, in there. So yeah, you can put tons of different words in there. So that's a very important place. I'd definitely recommend filling out the information section there. So just quickly highlight again for you guys. So I'd go over a file. So the GDoc here, highlight, right click, go down to view details, scroll that, and so it usually is on activity, click across the details, scroll down, click the pencil so that you can actually start writing and fill that in, click enter, and it's saved instantly for you. There you go. Video 9 of RYS Academy with Dr. Gary Cohen and SemanticMastery.com. In this video, I want to just show you an extra feature that you can do if you want to protect your documents a bit further. So this one was where I showed you earlier how you can do this on a folder, but you can also do it on a per file level. So let me show you what I mean. So if I go to GDoc I just created, I'm going to one click to highlight, right click, go down to share, which you'll remember I had to do, where I went down to advanced, and that allowed me to then make the folder which I was working on public earlier, but now this one automatically got it. So it's public on the web, anyone on the internet can find and view, which is what I want. But then down here there's this option where it says disable options to download, print and copy for commentators. So sorry, it wasn't checked just now. So I'm not going to check that. I just want to show you the differences. So it's not checked currently for this file. Let me go back to my file. This is my Qdoc. What you see if I was a viewer, which I am because I'm currently, as you see, not signed in over here. So what I can do is anyone could find your file, go down, click download as, download the file in multiple formats, print it, preview it. So if you wanted to protect your Qdoc a bit further, so people couldn't do that, what you would do is go back to the actual file like I've done here, check that box, click save changes and click done. There we go, it's just refreshed. So let me refresh this page now. Oh, it's actually happened without me realizing. So there you go. Options to download, print and copy have been disabled on this file now automatically. So let me go down and there we go. All the features have been taken away. So it just makes it more of a blank document that you can only view, but if you can still click the links. As you can see, just click the image and I've gone to that link that I embedded earlier about the cliff jumping. So no problems with the embeddable links being clickable, which is why I said why you should optimize a bit further, even those ones there that are clickable. So that's just an extra feature I recommend you do. Video 10 of RYS Academy with Dr. Gary Cohen and SemanticMastery.com. In this video, I want to show you now how to get a shareable link and the actual URL that you want to be indexing and then ranking in Google for your search terms. So you created your optimized Google Doc for ranking with whatever you want to rank, and now you want to start sharing that. And there are 6 URLs that you can get out of one Google Doc. To start with, you're going to get this one. Says https drive.google.com/open that one. Let me just show you where I got that one from. So if you say click on the documents in hands, so that one there, and I want to get the link, there's a couple of ways. There's always with Google Drive. You can go up here and the little pin, get link, that's a safety pin looking thing. Click that and you can see there is the drive.google.com/open, ID, which is the same there. So that gives you that link, and that actually can in itself, I've seen that index in the SERP results, which is not such a great idea, but I'll explain why. Maybe I'll do that right now. So if I'll just get that link so you can see, copy that, and then I will come over to a new tab, paste that in, click, and you'll see it changes to this doc. So that first shareable link actually just converted itself into this one that ends now in edits with all that at the end, and it's now docs.google.com/document. So the Google Docs actually should begin with that. I feel that's the more optimized version. And just to show you a little bit more about actually what happens there, I can show you here. I think it was, no, sorry, it was on this one. So that as an example where that was the original shareable link, and it's just a 302 redirect to the edit version of it. So not the best one to be indexing out there, but it's for link diversity. If you want URL diversity, it's something you can do. Is that one there. So you get the edit one again, but this time you can get it as USP equals sharing. So with this one, what you want to do is go to your doc again, and now I'm actually here, so I'm going to click the blue button in the top right hand corner here, click share, and the document, take that, copy, and let me go back across to my test tab, paste that in, And there you go. See, now that one gives me edit, comma, USP equals sharing, and that's a generic that gets appended to all of them when you go up to the blue share button. So I'll just show you that again. What I did was actually, whilst on the dock, I went up top right hand corner, the blue button with the world icon, click that, and I got my long link, the docs.google with the USP at the end. I believe would you be able to do that here? So I'm on the document, go down, click share. It's going to be the same. There you go. And yeah, it's exactly the same. So there you go. That just shows that two different ways of getting that shareable link. Now, so that again is a form that indexes. I've seen that. Then you've got this one here where you just literally delete everything up, including the comma. Take that, and that's there also works. So I'll just show you that on my tracer examples. I'll show you that one. I'll show you here. So there's edits. That was with the sharing, so that's fine. Just go straight to the document, and now you've also got the view option. So I'm just going to copy that, view, preview, and pub. So just now go, instead of having edit there, I'm going to delete that and just type in view, enter. Zoop. Now I've got another unique URL of the exact same document. Again, I've got all my safety features on there if you want, or not downloading. Then there was preview, so I'm going to just actually delete that, view, and just type in preview, enter. Yet another version of the same document, but this time you can see it actually looks a little bit different from the view. See how there's no option here for the bar at the top? Just show you that difference again. So this is view, and under view you get the key, the actual file name up there. You can get a couple of the options up here, whereas under preview it disappears. So, but all the functionality is still there. So I actually think that's a better form of sharing out there, because that now just looks like a web page. So that's a much cleaner document to be sharing out to the SERPs. And then the last one that you can actually do is this one down here called pub. So I just want to show you why this one's not going to work to start with. So I'm going to go pub, and I'm going to get an error because it doesn't actually exist currently. So I did pub, but it didn't work, and it can. So if I go back to my doc now, what I need to do for this to work is actually come up here and click File, go down to this section, Publish to the Web, click Publish to the Web, and you'll see here now that I've got more options. So even though it is published to the web under the sharing settings for that URL, there's another URL that gets unlocked only if you go to File, down to Publish to the Web, and then you have to click Publish. Let me just check here, and this is the nice thing that once you publish to the web, you can check to have it automatically republished when changes are made. So it won't become a static URL, it actually will become dynamic, that is updated as you update the doc, and that's what you'd like. So click Publish. Are you sure you want to publish? Okay, and there you go. So, and that is my link with the pub at the end. As you can see, there's the pub, but now you also get iframe code. So you can now embed the iframe of this into a website if you wish. So that's another way of getting another version of the URL out there. As you can see now, that's pub with the embedded equals true and it's iframe. But if I go back now to my doc, I'm going to go change that to pub, enter, and voila, here we go. That is now the published version of the Google Doc, and again it looks completely different. This time you can actually see the file name up there. It's sort of modified the way that it looks from the original, but there's all the text, clickable links if you want, except the image is not clickable, but that hyperlink is. So you've lost the hyperlink click in the image, which we had with the other versions, like the preview. So if I just go back here to preview, and then you'll be able to see that, yeah, see that's clickable there to YouTube versus the pub version. So here's the pub again. So I'm not actually too much of a fan of the pub version, but again, link diversity, or you get to choose what you want to push out there. But as you can read down here, updated automatically every 5 minutes from Drive. So it will stay dynamic for you. And the same with all the other ones, they will automatically be updated as you update them in your Google Drive account. So I wanted to show you the different ways of getting your different links that will index, and you can share them. I've talked about then how you can get the iframe and the blue button route to do that, and that is it. So now the next step will be, once you've got your URL, how you then want to index that URL that you choose, or all the URLs that you choose. Video 11 of R1S Academy with Dr. Gary Cohen and semanticmastery.com. In this video, I'm now going to help you to try and get your new URL indexed. And I'm not sure if you're a fan yet, but I'm now a big fan of using Twitter. So you know that Google is crawling Twitter like mad, and that Twitter and Google have a great relationship now, where Google is allowed to see all the live tweets coming out. So that's just given me an idea about then how to push my URLs out a little bit quicker to the crawlers. And so why not just send a tweet out? So my persona happy, I've set up my Twitter account. I'm not going to show you how to do that. You've probably got Twitter accounts already, or if you're not quite sure how to set one up, the guys at Semantic Mastery, they've got a IFTTT SEO course that will show you how to do all that properly. But let me just show you here. So what I'm going to do is take my example doc. So let's go with this guy here. And like I said, I quite prefer the preview version, so I'm actually just going to manually type this in myself. Preview. I'm going to take that URL, and what I'm going to do now is actually juice it up a little bit. So before I actually get to that, sorry, I'm going to just show you what you could do is just plop that in and tweet it out if you want. You can do that. That's one way to do things. I actually want to do it a little bit better, so I'm going to start injecting some more Google love into my Google properties, and I'm going to do that by going to goo.gl. So this is Google's own URL shortener, and here I am. So if you've never been here before, this is what it looks like. I haven't shortened anything with this persona's goo.gl account. So what I'm going to do here is just paste that whole long URL, do my capture. Right, so today is salad day. I'm going to choose some salads. I think I've done all the salads, hopefully. Yep, I'm not a robot. Shorten the URL, and there we go. Great. So now I've got my first shortened URL. As you can see here, there's a preview of it, and there's actually some analytics of the shortener, and that's the actual link that I'm sending stuff to. So I'm just going to copy that now, and I'm going to go over to here, to my tweet, and instead of doing this URL, I want to do that URL. Great, so that's step 1 I would recommend, and then this is another step I would recommend. So you could again just push the tweet out if you want, but I think it makes more sense if you start surrounding your URL with the anchor text exact match. You can do that, or even adding semantically related keywords around your URL. So your URL is near text that is related to what it's about that you're trying to rank for. So in this case here, remember what I'm actually trying to rank for is exact keyword goes here meta title, if that's exactly what people wanted to do. So I could actually just copy that, go back to my tweets, and if I want to do, just pop that in there. I could add a little bit more, like that keyword goes here meta title, how to RYS your GDoc. And yeah, that looks pretty good. You've got way more, got up to 64 characters I could still be playing with, so I could add this as a really juicy meta description in a way. Think of it like that. So you're mixing up some really good keywords in there, and you're also selling the link. So remember, you're doing this twofold. You're doing it to both get indexed, and you are hoping for some actual click-throughs for it. So that's going to be good for the link itself too. And if you're making it as a very good readable tweet, then you're more likely to get a click too. So you can do your marketing SEO guru stuff in there. If you've added your IFTTT SEO thinking to that, then this is where I also then use Twitter to then push my tweet out to all my IFTTT properties. So then the tweet doesn't just get pushed out to Twitter, but it actually gets pushed out to all my tiered networks, and it's actually then broadcast the tweet itself because it becomes embedded. And that's another way that I get to get the tweet indexed quicker. So I just back to here now to show you what actually happens. So I'm going to just refresh that page. Sorry, that's the reason why. It's because I'm not in that tab. Sorry, let me just fix this. Okay, I'm going to just go back into go.gl. There we go, sorry. This is actually what I wanted to do, because now this is me with my logged in profile. So Happy Gilmore now is actually logged into the Google shortener. So I didn't need to do all that capture, but I'm just going to quickly then do this one. So this is going to be a better one. Apologies for that. It's going to take just a couple more seconds on this one. Copy paste. I want the preview option. Shorten URL. It's going to get shortened. Take that. So there it is. That's the actual link. Great. When it's created, you can copy that link, and you can see there's been no activity on that URL. Nice thing also with Google Docs, you can see no one else is currently on the actual document right now up here. I'm just going to go back to my tweet, change that URL up like that. Brilliant. Okay, and now, boom, tweet it out. That's it. All sent. So let me go to my home timeline. Sorry, and there's my tweet. So let me just open that up. There you go. So let me go back to my keyword and just do this. There you go. So that's the preview option. So unfortunately, in the preview option, you're not going to get to see the crawlers that end up crawling the page, because you can't actually see the information up here. So let me do another one where you get to see the crawlers, which is pretty cool. I'm going to go back to edit, this version here, and sorry, let me do this. Okay. Oh, sorry guys, I'm crashing my computer here. Got too many things running on in the background today. And copy. Let me go back to my URL shortener. This time I'm going to put the edit version in, shorten that one. Copy this one, and let's see if I can get some activity going on to the document there. Oh yeah, and this was a nice feature. So you can see in the tweet itself, even though it's been shortened, look at that, the Google Doc actually gets embedded in the tweet and shows up. And what did I say earlier? Remember here that description that I filled out? So that's not in the doc, but it's in the meta of the doc, and it's popping up here. So that's going to be a part of the tweet. And again, that's the clickable link of the Google Doc. So there's my Google URL that's pointing to my Google Doc, and as you can see in the bottom left hand corner of the screen, you should see a t.co. So Twitter itself has shortened that link also, and then I've got another link over here, which is just exact match anchor text to that doc, which is then also being shortened as a t.co link to the gdoc. So I'm getting two links within one tweet, and I'm getting a nicely embedded document that actually is viewable and looks good to the end user. And I just wanted to see if I can quickly show. There you go. So see, I've got some activity happening on there. Let me just copy this guy here. Just want to see some changes on that one yet. Alright, I just want to see if I can show you this example. So again, add that new tweet. This is amazing stuff. RYS style tweet. There we go, tweet's gone live. Let's see what happens with this one. There you go, nicely pops up. Same procedure again. And let me go back to here. And boom, there you go, check it out. So what happens when you tweet it out, you get a whole bunch of crawling activity immediately on your Google Doc. So you'll see that happen there. And at the moment, could say maybe, I don't know if there's 10 different crawlers on there, but I've had it times when it's up to 30, and that's just with my small sort of tier pushing out. So it depends how big how far you can push that tweet out, as to how many call it crawling viewers you can get to your document. So right now, crawlers are running through this, and they're taking up all this yummy stuff in here. And I just want to show you that's how you can start indexing your stuff and starting to RYS your Google Doc. Hope you enjoyed that. Video 12 of RYS Academy with Dr. Gary Cohen and semanticmastery.com. This one is just to talk about the indexing of your files now. So you saw that I sent out 2 tweets to try push my URL out there to get it to index. So that's my favorite method currently to do that. You're welcome to also use any other method that you currently use to get your URLs indexed quicker if you wish. Just setting them on public can also then make the URLs indexable. It might just take a bit longer, but Google will actively be crawling its own open to the public URLs. But I just want to also just let you know that if you end up doing the route like I've just done, where I've literally created a brand new Twitter profile for this test, just to show you an example, the problem that you're going to get is that you saw that the crawlers were on there, but that you'll have this issue where you'll actually be in a Twitter sandbox. So what I mean by that is you'll see, if I just copy that text here, put it into Twitter's own search index, that there is nothing. So the problem is that if you go out, create a brand new Twitter profile and start tweeting external links, that you will actually be sandboxed by Twitter, because it doesn't like people coming in and just tweeting out to external sites immediately. I've had issues with this where I initially thought, no, you can just go out and tweet, but no, you can't. You have to actually have a Twitter account that is able to tweet external links, and those external linking tweets will actually show up in live results. So let me show you an example of what I mean. You may not have been checking stuff like this, but let's say we choose to do hashtag. Yeah, let's see what happens with maybe Sandra Bland's currently. I'm just thinking there might be external links with that search result currently. So yeah, we've got this tweet here, so that would be perfectly fine because it doesn't have external links in there. News links I actually find through, so do YouTube links most of the time. But let's see if we've got CNN, that's news. So sorry, I just want to see if we can find some real spammy accounts going on here, and just show that their links are going through. So let me just find, I'm going to just pause it and just find an example of some spammy links just to help you out. A quick thing, usually I find, fan club. There's loads of just automated sort of bots that tweet out there, but you can see this is an example too, where just fan club, I'm not sure if this is a bot, but it's unofficial anyway, and they just tend to tweet out stuff, and as you can see, so they're actually being indexed in Twitter's own search. Like, that's how I found them when I searched fan club, because it's up here, and they've got their external links going through no problems. So that's what I meant by being sandboxed actually within Twitter itself, which is interesting. So it's just another thing I would suggest you take care of, that maybe you check first, does the Twitter account that you're tweeting from with URLs actually have its tweets show up in Twitter's live search result? And particularly if you send out tweets with external links, do those tweets actually show up in Twitter's live search results? Because I believe you get a much more power when you're doing it this way. Just some food for thought.
Video 12, Part 2 of RYS Academy with Dr. Gary Cohen and SemanticMastery.com. In the last video I showed you about a Twitter sandbox issue, so you may not have realized that sometimes when you set up a Twitter account, or you may even have an old Twitter account, but you just need to check that when you send a tweet out with an external link, that your tweet is indexed in Twitter's own live search index. So I just want to show you how I got around that, because you saw with my test account before that it wasn't happening. So this happened the same with this particular persona account that I set up, and when I first started tweeting, nothing would happen. And so I want to show you how I got around that. So as you can see now, this particular persona has done 10,500 tweets. I haven't done those. That's happened all automatically for me through IFTTT, and I'm going to share that recipe with you now. But what I did was to set up a recipe where he was retweeting other people's tweets for a particular keyword. And so the interesting thing here was that even though I'm tweeting other people's tweet with external links, what would happen was that people would start engaging with my account. So if I go over to notifications here, what you're going to notice is I just got a bucket load of notifications. It happens all the time. It doesn't stop it. So what was happening, because I was retweeting other people, suddenly I was getting favorited. I was getting added to lists. People were retweeting me. People were messaging me to say thanks. So what happened automatically, because I was doing all of this, was that I was getting my engagement rank to happen automatically with Twitter, and that's what you need to do with Twitter to be able to get out the sandbox. So I'm just going to show you another page. Let me just pause this for you and I'll put the page up. So I just wanted to show you here the information that Twitter itself explains the sandbox issue. So you'll see here's a support page on Twitter, why am I missing from search, which is what I'm calling the sandbox. And that's what you can see here. So my tweets and hashtags don't appear in the search. And that's what I confirmed with you. So one of the reasons they say is that you don't have a confirmed email address. So I did confirm my email address with my other accounts. That still didn't get me out of there. My tweets weren't protected. I did have my name and bio filled in. And that this is the key part here. So where you see, are you using Twitter actively? It is important to tweet, retweet, and mention other people regularly to be able to gain resonance amongst your followers so that search results are up to date for your account. So basically, Twitter wants to see that you are engaging with other people on Twitter before it unlocks the feature that it lets you show your external links in your tweets for hashtags. So it basically wants to see, are you tweeting? And before I was just tweeting out. I wasn't actually trying to engage with other people, so no one was favoriting, retweeting, or mentioning my tweets at all, because I was just tweeting out links. So it doesn't matter. It didn't matter if I pumped up a gigantic number of just tweets. Unless people engage with me, Twitter wasn't going to unlock me. It wasn't the follower accounts, because if I go back here to my profile, I thought it was the number of followers. That doesn't mean anything. So this particular account now, I followed over 100 people, so not even my 2,000 max, which you initially get. This has naturally grown up to this point now. This was much lower when it finally got unlocked. So it's not a ratio of this following to followers either that helps to unlock that. It is about the retweeting and people mentioning you and you just talking to people. And then what will happen is Twitter will see, like, actually this account is a good account because it's not just there trying to automatically tweet out external links from the word go, that it unlocks the features for you. So you basically want to fulfill these rules to unlock your account. That's what ended up happening here with Briggs now. So as you can see, he's still just retweeting away for me, but I think I did a test for you down here. Okay, let me just do this test for you here. I'm going to go to Twitter. Let's go for Dingle Dangle. That is not a real hashtag, is it? And then say I'll just put a junk website here, like not a real website.com. So remember how I said I noticed that YouTube videos don't seem to have this problem, and also if you send it from high authority websites like CNN.com, USA.com, other major news agencies, also Twitter does trust those external links, so it will show up those links. But let me show you here now. So I'm going to tweet that away, and there we go. So remember, if my account was still sandboxed, this tweet should not be showing up for that hashtag. So let's just go across here. I'm going to go across to live. As you can see, I'm the first person to have made up this hashtag, and it's going to end up showing the results. So I'm just going to pause it because it might just take a few seconds, so instead of wasting your time just watching the screen. Okay, right, so as you can see, it's now popped up as one new result. Let me click that, and there we go. 55 seconds ago, my tweet was pushed through. So there's my link. Twitter likes me. And again, everything is good. So that's what you want to be doing. So just to show you, this is the recipe I used, which I'm sharing with you now. So what you want to do is before you set ads, just go down to advanced settings for me. In this particular case, I chose online reputation management. Type in anything you want here again, guys. If you want to niche your persona out for whatever, finance, catering, healthcare, construction, just come up with search terms that you would be putting into Twitter. So just to show you, basically, I could take that there. So this is my search operator. So just to show you again what the rule is, I'm taking this. I'm going to come back across to here, and that's what I would put up here in the top right hand corner. If I typed in online search management, oh, sorry, let me just fix that. My internet dropped off. Sorry about that. So yep, here we go. I just searched for online reputation management, and what can you see? Here's my persona. And I'm one of the top accounts for this because I just retweet about online reputation management all the time through my recipes. So he's become a bit of an authority on Twitter about online reputation management. And that's also because I've got a persona face that people engage with me, which you saw with my notifications. So if I go back here to live, it's just me again a lot of the time. But like what happens is when these people are retweeting about reputation management, my persona retweets them. So I've got unlimited source of tweets for me to just keep retweeting, and these people love it that I've retweeted them. So then they favorite, retweet, and engage with me to say thank you for retweeting me, and because the way I set up my persona. So that's how I got out of this. So that's how I naturally got people to engage with my Twitter account to get me out of the sandbox, and that's what you can do too. And you end up theming your persona or your Twitter account for the particular search term that you're looking to target anyway. I hope that helps, and I'll see you in the rest of the videos.
Video 13 of R1S Academy with Dr. Gary Cohen and SemanticMastery.com. In this video now you know how to create your docs, how to optimize them, and you've pushed them out there, got them indexed, and now you want to see, do Google Docs actually rank for anything? Is there any worth in it? Well, time to show you some examples of ranking Google Docs. And let me see what I can show you to start with. So I want to go over here and I'm going to show you this one. So this is a baby one, exact match. So I'm google.com, clean browser, not signed in, anything, and I haven't even opened this myself yet. I just found this particular keyword, the pale blood hunt. I don't know what it's about. Maybe it's a book. I don't know. Sounds like a book. Maybe a gaming book. But there you go. Look, small result, 26,900 results, and number one result is a GDoc in the edit form. So you'll see there also you get the little customization saying what this is actually from with Google. And let's open up, see what it's like. So that's where you'll see the file name is the pale blood hunt. As you can see, that's the meta title over there. We're in edit view mode, and look at that. We've got a whole bunch of other people also. 43 viewers currently, including me on here. So that'll be a mixture of humans and crawlers, but probably if this has been out there a long time, it's mainly humans. Also looking out there. What is this? So you can actually see someone who's logged into their account. Brian Goldsmith has got his point over there. So that's the thing at the moment, because I'm not signed into Google, I'm viewing this anonymously, so I'll be one of these people up here. But if you're actually signed into your Google account, your Google Plus profile will actually show up here and people can see it. And like there, I can actually see someone's name, though I can't actually see who it is. I'd also have to sign in to join the group chat if there is some chat going on. So no, I just wanted to show you. I mean, this is, what is this? Yeah, it's a book. So tons, 90 pages worth of text going on here. So that's pretty pretty big. Someone's just copy pasted that, and then that's why people are hanging around it and wanting to read it. So let me just show you that again. So that was back here. You can see, yeah, with all the meta title here, because sorry, the meta description, Google's able to crawl and show all the text that's in that Google Doc there. So that's a good one. Let's have a look here. So this is, we're going to start getting to something bigger here. Why don't we go with this big one that I found? Was search term how to migrate to HTTPS. So much bigger result. You've got people like Yoast who are trying to teach you how to do it. Google, and result number 3 is a Google Doc. So there we go, last updated by Chris. Yeah, so that's probably got to be maybe worth something to a company who sells SSL certificates. Let's have a look at that one. I haven't seen this before myself yet. See what's in this one here. Right, there we go. So let's see if anyone's on this too. Oh, we've got some viewers on here. Right, what's that? That's a link to his site, noncombatant.org. So you see how you can get a nice link, make it look good, look like an expert in the field. So you can become a consultant, a web consultant. And he's done it really nice. He's just got a table of contents. Yeah, so it's like an ebook basically, but he's just decided to make it public and just give nice step-by-step tutorials. So with loads of hyperlinks to different things within there, and he's ranking for that nice broad search term there. So he's decided to put it up here in the file name, and he put it as a title tag in there. So it's another good one. Then I found this one here also, social media data collection tools. So a little bit more. I think that was 41 million. I think was that 12 million results, 41 million results, and yeah. So you got your Google Ads over here, and then that was result number 1. And I actually opened this one up here already. Let's calm down a little bit. Earlier there were bucket loads of people on this one too. You can see who's been making some edits here, because they've actually opened this one up. So this one's interesting because now again you get there, and this professor and people have been making loads of edits to it, and you can actually, because of that, you can actually leave comments, and this is another way that you can try and get some links. So let me just show you here. So see how people are putting some links in there in their results. Let's have a look. Anonymous made a suggestion. Well, let's try this. Let's try and say for Hootsuite, because that's a data collection tool. I think I'm spelling it right. And there you go. I've just managed to pop a link to a site in the comments. So you imagine here, if you had relevant Google Docs or even your money site, you can actually be linking out to them through the comments in open Google Docs that people have left open. And some of these docs will have loads of power and loads of backlinks and even users who are going through it, and you'll get people clicking through to your link there. So it's not just the backlink juice itself, but people will be engaging with your actual links themselves. So another great one. And then my last one, which I like to show, is this one, which is pure spam, and it ranks on page 1 for MLAN passwords and a whole bunch of other stuff. This is actually just an affiliate link over here, all built into the front page, and you'll love this. It's just keyword stuffing. So this is page 1, and all it is full of is so this is actually this, if I didn't know myself, but apparently MLAN is a porn site, and so this is for a porn term that's ranking on page 1. It's just an affiliate link I can see in there, and keyword stuffing for everything to do with this MLAN with dates. That's all it is. So I'll just show you here. I remember. Let's try that one there. Free MLAN account generator. If I pop that one in, I think, yeah, there's a Google Doc over there. Another Google Doc over there. And as you can see, yeah, that was me that visited on this one, particular one. So, and all the MLANs there are fine. And Google doesn't mind it if you keyword stuff Google Doc either. It still believes that it is relevant to the keyword. So there you go. Just one of some exciting examples of Google Docs both being indexed and ranking for some pretty good key terms.